Konnichiwa! Welcome back. In this video, we will study new Japanese grammar from the Minna No Nihongo Textbook, Lesson 12. Here, we will learn different grammar patterns such as asking or comparing two different things. それでは始めましょう。Here are the grammar points that we would learn in this lesson. The first one is the positive, negative past form of noun or na-adjectives. In Lesson 8, we've learned that the positive form of a noun or a na-adjective is just by adding des at the end. For the negative form, just change des to ja arimasen. For example, ame ja arimasen. Shinsetsu ja arimasen. Now, in this lesson, we would learn how to form the past form of a noun or a na-adjective by using deshita or ja arimasendeshita. For example, for the positive form of a noun or a na-adjective, we change des to deshita. For example, ame deshita. It was rainy. Or shinsetsu deshita. Was kind. For the negative form of a noun or a na-adjective, we change ja arimasen to ja arimasendeshita. For example, ame ja arimasendeshita. Was not rainy. Or shinsetsu ja arimasendeshita. Was not kind. So, again, just remember that the past form of des is deshita, and the past form of ja arimasen is ja arimasendeshita. Let's take a look at some examples. It was rainy yesterday. So we are talking about yesterday's weather. So our topic is yesterday. Kino wa. And then our adjective or noun, which is rainy, ame. And then the past form is deshita. Kino wa ame deshita. Or you can simply say kino ame deshita. It was rainy yesterday. Another example is the negative past form of the sentence. It was not rainy yesterday. Kino wa ame ja arimasen deshita. Kino wa ame ja arimasen deshita. Yesterday's exam was easy. So our topic is yesterday's exam or kino no shiken. Yesterday's shiken is exam. And then our topic marker, which is wa. And our adjective, which is easy, kantan. And then our past form is deshita. Kino no shiken wa kantan deshita. Now, the negative form of this sentence, yesterday's exam was not easy. Kino no shiken wa, followed by our adjective easy, which is kantan, and then was not. Ja arimasen deshita. Kino no shiken wa kantan ja arimasen deshita. Kino no shiken wa kantan ja arimasen deshita. Of course, you can all make this into a question by simply adding ta at the end. Kino wa ame deshita ka? Was it rainy yesterday? Or, kino no shiken wa kantan deshita ka? Was yesterday's exam easy? And so on. Next is how to form the positive or negative past form of an i-adjective. In Lesson 8, we've learned that the positive form of an i-adjective is by simply adding des at the end. And the negative form of the i-adjective is by removing I and then adding kunai, followed by des. Ii desu, atatakai desu, yokunai desu, atatakakunai desu, and so on. Now, to make the past form of an i-adjective, we use kattadesu or kunakattadesu. For example, for our positive i-adjective, I or yoi, we remove the I and then add katta, よかった was good or was okay, followed by desu. Or for our atatakai desu or meaning warm, we remove the I, atataka, and then added katta, followed by desu. Atatakattadesu. Atatakattadesu. It was warm. For the negative form of the i-adjective, we remove the I and then add kunakattadesu. For example, yoi or yo kunakatta desu. Yokunakatta desu was not good. For our was not warm, we say atataka, and then we remove the I and then replace that with kunakatta. Atataka kunakatta desu was not warm. Atataka kunakatta desu. Again, to form the positive and negative past form of an i-adjective, we remove the I and add katta for the positive and kunakatta for the negative. For example, the coffee was good. So our topic is the coffee. Kohi wa, followed by our adjective which is good. Yoi or yo, we remove the I and add was or katta. Yo katta desu. Kohi wa yokatta desu. The negative form of this sentence is the coffee was not good. Kohi wa yo kunakatta desu. So, yo minus the I plus kunakatta, and then desu. Yokunakatta desu. Kohi wa yokunakatta desu. It was warm in Okinawa. Okinawa wa, warm is atatakai. We remove the I and add katta desu. Atatakatta desu. Okinawa wa atatakatta desu. The negative form of this sentence is it was not warm in Okinawa. Okinawa wa atataka. So again, we remove the I and then add kunakatta desu. Atataka kunakatta desu. Okinawa wa atataka kunakatta desu. As usual, you can turn this into a question by just adding ta at the end. Kohi wa yokatta desu ka? Was the coffee good? Okinawa wa atatakatta desu ka? Was it warm in Okinawa? Now, in lesson 8, we learned en wa do desu ka? Meaning, how is or how are blank. Here, we can ask the same thing using the past form. Using this pattern, en wa do deshita ka? En wa do deshita ka? So we replace des with deshita. Do deshita ka? How was blank? For example, how was yesterday's exam? So we're talking about yesterday's exam and that's our topic. 昨日の試験は How was? どうでしたか? 昨日の試験はどうでしたか? If you want to say it was easy, 簡単でした. Another example, how was your trip? Trip is あなたの旅行 or 旅行は How was? どうでしたか? あなたの旅行はどうでしたか? とても楽しかったです。とても very 楽しい is fun or enjoyable. かった so the past form of was fun. とても楽しかったです。It was very fun, or it was very enjoyable. Next is how to say that N1 is more adjective than N2. We use the pattern N1 wa N2 yori adjective desu. Or you can also say N1 no houga N2 yori adjective desu. For example, Japan is bigger than the Philippines. So our N1 is Japan or Nihon. Nihon wa. Our N2 is the Philippines. Philippine yori. Nihon wa Philippine yori. And then our adjective is big. Oki. And then followed by desu. Nihon wa Philippine yori ookii desu. So in this pattern, it becomes Japan is bigger than the Philippines. You can also switch the N1 and N2 placement. For example, Philippine yori Nihon wa ookii desu. Philippine yori Nihon wa ookii desu. More than the Philippines, Japan is bigger. Okay, next example, we are comparing Maria to Julia. Who is better at singing? Let's say that Maria is better at singing than Julia. So our N1 is Maria, which is Maria-san, Maria-san no houga. So this time we are using no houga. And then our N2 is Julia, Julia-san yori. And our adjective is better at singing or good at singing, which is uta ga jouzu. If you remember, uta means song or singing, ga jouzu, to be good at. So in this sentence, it becomes better at singing because we are comparing two nouns. Maria-san no hou ga Julia-san yori uta ga jouzu desu. Just like the first one, you can also switch the N1 and N2. Julia-san yori Maria-san no hou ga uta ga jouzu desu. So what's the difference between N1 wa N2 yori and N no hou ga N2 yori? So let's take a look again at our first example. Nihon wa Philippine yori ookii desu. So the speaker is explaining how big Japan is, and he or she is using the Philippines as a basis or point of comparison. Like, well, Japan is bigger than the Philippines. Nihon wa Philippine yori ookii desu. On the other hand, N1 no hou ga N2 yori, we are directly comparing N1 and N2, who is more adjective. So here, the speaker is pointing out that Maria is better at singing compared to Julia. So we are using Maria-san no hou ga Julia-san yori uta ga jouzu desu. Another example, bullet trains are much faster than local trains. So our N1 is bullet trains, which is Shinkansen. Shinkansen wa. Our N2 is local trains, futsu densha yori. Here we are using an adverb much, which is zutto. And then our adjective, which is fast, hayai, followed by desu. Shinkansen wa futsu densha yori zutto hayai desu. So much faster. Bullet trains are much faster than local trains. Another example, Chris Evans is much more handsome than Chris Pratt. This is just an example, so I know some of you might think otherwise. Anyway, our N1 is Chris Evans. Chris Evans no hou ga Chris Pratt yori much more handsome. Zutto ハンサムです。クリス・エヴァンスの方がクリス・プラットよりずっとハンサムです。Of course, if you think otherwise, you can say, いいえ、クリス・プラットの方がクリス・エヴァンスよりずっとハンサムです。Next is how to compare two things. Which is adjective or which is more adjective, N1 or N2? By using どちら. To ask the question, the pattern is N1 と N2 とどちらが adjective ですか? Or you can also say どちらの方が adjective ですか? Let's take a look at some examples. Which is spicier, Indian curry or Japanese curry? Our N1 is Indian curry or インドのカレーと Japanese curry 日本のカレーと followed by どちらが which of the two is our adjective 辛い or spicy ですか? インドのカレーと日本のカレーとどちらが辛いですか? If you want to say Indian curry is spicier, we can say インドのカレーの方が辛いです。インドのカレーの方が辛いです。Indian curry is or Indian curry is spicier. Another example. Who is better at tennis, Serena or Venus? So our N1 is Serena or Serena さんと Venus さんとどちらが better at tennis? テニスが上手。So テニスが上手 is be good at tennis. But here it becomes better at tennis because we are comparing two people. So again, セリナさんとヴィーナスさんとどちらがテニスが上手ですか? So if you want to say Serena is or Serena is better at tennis, セリナさんの方がテニスが上手です。セリナさんの方がテニスが上手です。Another example. Which do you prefer? Coffee or tea? Or which do you like? Coffee or tea? Our N1 is coffee. コーヒーと tea is お茶とどちらが prefer or like could beいい. So in the vocabulary, we've learned nani nani gaいい. So it means to like or prefer something. コーヒーとお茶とどちらがいいですか? For example, coffee or コーヒー。コーヒーの方がいいです。I prefer coffee. So for example, you're in a situation where someone is asking you or offering you a drink and they're asking, which do you prefer, coffee or tea? You can say, コーヒーをお願いします。Last example, which do you like better, spring or fall? So spring is 春、春と秋とどちらが like 好きですか? For example, I like 秋 or I like fall better than spring. 秋の方が好きです。秋の方が好きです。Or if you want to say I like both or I like 春 and 秋, we can say どちらも。どちらも means both. どちらも好きです。I like both. Lastly is asking the listener to identify their favorite or their number one thing that they like in or among a set of nouns. For example, in among noun 1, what, which, where, who, or when is the most adjective? En to is, or noun is. So the pattern is en1 no naka de. So in or among a group of nouns or n1, nani, what, dore or which, doko, where, dare, who, itsu, when, ga. So we are using ga because we are identifying our subject. Followed by ichiban. Ichiban means number one. So ichi, one, ban is number. Ichiban, number one. Adjective, desu ka? Because this is a question. En1 no naka de, our interrogative, ga ichiban adjective desu ka? You can answer noun, ga ichiban adjective desu. Let's take a look at some examples. Among all the anime or among all the anime series, what do you like the most? So our N1 or our list of items is anime. So, anime no naka de. Our interrogative is what or nani, followed by particle ga and then ichiban. Anime no naka de nani ga ichiban like? 好きですか? Anime no naka de nani ga ichiban suki desu ka? So for example, I like Naruto the best. Naruto ga ichiban suki desu. Naruto ga ichiban suki desu. Another example, among the Ghibli anime, which do you like the best? So here our N1 is a bit specific, Ghibli anime. So we could say, Ghibli no anime no naka de. So here let's use which or dore. So because we have a fewer choices. So dore is an interrogative for 3 or more things. Ghibli no anime no naka de, dore ga ichiban suki desu ka? So, for example, I like the Spirited Away or the Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi. Ga ichiban suki desu. So, Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi ga ichiban suki desu. So, the English title of this anime is Spirited Away. If you haven't seen it, I recommend that you check it out. It's a really nice anime. Another example, in Japan, where was the most interesting? If, for example, you have a friend who traveled in Japan and you want to ask, oh, where was the most interesting place that you've been to? Nihon de. So in Japan, our interrogative is where? Doko ga ichiban interesting? Omoshiro, and it is in a past form, so we use omoshirokatta desu ka? Nihon de doko ga ichiban omoshirokatta desu ka? Kyoto was the most interesting. Kyoto ga ichiban omoshirokatta desu. Kyoto ga ichiban omoshirokatta desu. Another example, among your friends, who is the kindest? So our N1 is friends or あなたの友達 your friends の中であなたの友達の中で who or 誰が一番 our adjective is kind, which is 優しい or 親切 so both words means kind 優しいですかあなたの友達の中で誰が一番優しいですか For example, you have a friend named Yuki and you identify her as the kindest among your friends. Yuki さんが一番 優しいです。ゆきさんが一番優しいです。A last example, when is the hottest of the year or when is the hottest month of the year? Our N1 is year. You can say 一年で in a year. Of the year, 一年で Our question is when. いつが一番 Our adjective is hot. 暑いですか？一年でいつが一番暑いですか？ For example, August is or August is the hottest month or the hottest time of the year. 8月が一番暑いです。8月が一番暑いです。Now, time to review what we've learned today. The first one is how to form the positive or the negative past form of nouns or na-adjective. We simply change des to deshita. For example, 雨でした、親切でした、handsomeでした、好きでした。And for the past negative form of an adjective or a noun, we just change じゃありません to じゃありませんでした。雨じゃありませんでした。親切じゃありませんでした。handsomeじゃありませんでした。好きじゃありませんでした。Next, we've learned how to form the positive or the negative past form of an i-adjective. We remove I and add katta followed by desu. For example, よかったです、暖かかったです、暑かったです、楽しかったです。For the past negative, we remove the I and add kunakatta followed by desu. よくなかったです。暖かくなかったです。暑くなかったです。楽しくなかったです。We've also learned how to compare two things. Noun 1は noun to より adjective です。For example, 日本はフィリピンより大きいです。彼女はあの女の子人より綺麗です。新幹線はバスより速いです。彼はあの男の人よりhandsomeです。We've also learned how to ask which of the two things is more adjective. Using the pattern, noun 1と noun 2とどちらが adjective ですか？ For example, コーヒーとお茶とどちらが好きですか？インドのカレーと日本のカレーとどちらが辛いですか？ To answer the question, we use the pattern noun の方が adjective です。コーヒーの方が好きです。インドのカレーの方が辛いです。And lastly, we've learned how to ask in or among nouns, what, where, who, when is the most adjective. We use the pattern noun で or noun の中でnani, 誰、どこ、itsu, and so on が一番 number one adjective ですか？ For example, 日本でどこが一番面白いですか？ or 日本の食べ物で何が一番好きですか？ To answer the question, we use the pattern noun が一番 adjective です。京都が一番面白いです。すき焼きが一番好きです。And lastly, it's time for our conversation practice. See if you can answer the following questions in Japanese. The first question is, 昨日の天気は良かったですか？春と秋とどちらがいいですか？魚と肉とどちらが好きですか？日本のアニメの中で何が一番好きですか？有名な人の中で誰が一番好きですか？ Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. どうでしたか？If you have any questions or clarifications, please comment down below. And if you find this video helpful, please click the like button. And subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming lessons. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Mata ne!